dear diamond painters, we've not had a WIP for ages, so I thought it was about time, and now that the advent calendar is finished, perfect timing. So here we are this morning. I hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me. My name's Suzanne and it's StoneMagpie channel. Now, I am going to show you what I look like at the moment. You won't believe how I'm sitting. So here is the edge of my table, here's the end of the canvas, and look, I'm having to wrap myself in a blanket. There's my legs, and I'm having to wrap myself in this big fleecy blanket to sit and do my diamond painting because it's just got so cold in the UK and I'm in the conservatory. And yeah, right, let's get back to the canvas. So I've got my pink diamond pen with what I'm calling the claw. That's what I call that end. And I've got my usual diamond pen here too, because sometimes I change from using this one, and that's to do with speed really. I find I'm quicker using this pen than this one. So I think I'm going to start off using this one because I think it'll be easier for you to see when I place the diamonds. So I'll get some pink wax. Don't laugh at my pink wax because it's looking a bit anemic. I've had this pink wax since I started diamond painting and it's still going strong, so I'm not throwing it out just yet. I say don't laugh and then I'm laughing. I'm allowed to laugh, you're not. Oh dear me. Right. I've got a lovely cup of tea next to me here, look. I'll have a slurp of that already. And I'll say, how are you all doing? How are you all? I really, really hoped that you enjoyed the advent calendar. Honestly, you lot have given me so much joy with all your comments and the laughs and the sharing. Honestly, thank you so much for that. I've had an absolute ball of a time. I really have enjoyed it. It was hard work getting all of those videos out each day, but oh, it was so good. So thank you so much. Do you know, I feel absolutely blessed with my viewers. I really do feel blessed having you all. I really do appreciate you. You have made me laugh so much. Oh dear me. So I want to say a special thanks to some of the viewers who commented on a lot of my videos. So I'm going to say, and it's in no particular order, I want to say thank you to Anthea, Kaza, Hobbies, Tracy and Irene. Oh, such fun we've had. We really, really have. So, thank you. I wasn't going to say this, but I am going to, that there might be a bit of a surprise that it hasn't quite finished at number 24. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now. Because I wasn't going to say anything and you forced me. I don't know. I've got so many plans still swirling around in my head. And honestly, there's so many ideas. However, I do have to let you know that I have been in between jobs and had lots of time to spend, luckily, doing some extra videos. So the advent calendar probably wouldn't have been able to happen had I still been working. So I have got a full-time job that I will be starting soon. So I'm trying to work out how I'm going to continue doing videos for the channel because I absolutely love it and I don't want to stop doing it. But obviously it does take a lot of time producing videos. So I'm trying to get my head together at the moment on how will it work in the future to be able to keep sharing things with you and keep it going. So don't worry, you know, it will continue, and hopefully, you know, you won't see much difference. I won't be doing as many because I just won't have the time to, unfortunately. And because it's so cold now as well, I know I've had people asking me about, am I going to do another Josephine Wall when I finish this one? This one is coming to an end very rapidly, and I am going to miss it so much because I've really enjoyed working on this one. I'll come back to that in a minute. But I have to say, I wasn't planning on getting another one straight away anyway, because I use the table in the conservatory. And as you've seen, it's getting a bit chilly in here. My hands are really cold because I can't wrap them up in a blanket. I did wonder whether to get some fingerless gloves. So I will be having to move back into my craft room, which is a lovely space, don't get me wrong, but the desk is smaller. So I'm thinking, instead of going straight into another Josephine Wall, and with me learning a new job as well at the same time, I'm thinking I'm going to do something different for a little while, until it starts warming up again at least. So I'm going to do some projects that I've had on my mind for a while. And hopefully that you'll enjoy those too. So maybe some more leftover type projects. I've got canvases on the go anyway. As you know, you've seen me unboxing. And I don't unbox just everything and anything for the sake of it. When I buy a picture, it's for a reason usually. So I do have things that I will be working on. So hopefully I'll be able to show those as well. It's just with the Josephine Walls, they do take a long time, and you do, well, I need a lot of space. I need a lot of space to do them. And it gives you an opportunity anyway to do something different for a bit. I know I'm going to get withdrawal symptoms though from doing these, because I love it so much. And it's, to me, I think I've said it before to you, that it's a bit like a puzzle, because there's so many colours and it's so confetti heavy. It's a bit like, you know, solving a puzzle. That's how it feels to me. And I enjoy that, and I enjoy the challenge of it. So that's what I'm saying at the moment anyway. You watch, next week I'll be unboxing a new one. Oh dear me. Oh no. Oh, anyway. So there we are. That's quite big news, isn't it? That I've just dropped on you there. Ah, gosh, right. Now I am looking forward to trying to do some different things. All right. So going back to this picture, as you know, I absolutely love this picture, and it is challenging to do. It is definitely more confetti heavy than the Libra. So, I mean, I'm saying that and you're probably going to look at my next symbol, which I'm doing, which is this one here, the circle with the dash in, and you can see quite a few of those. So, you know, typical that I was talking about confetti, just as I'm about to hit quite a few of the same symbols, but it really is confetti heavy, this picture, all the way through. Now, I've loved it. If you're not as keen on confetti, then I wouldn't recommend this one. So there you are. That's a bit of a heads up for you. She is beautiful though. Have you been enjoying the weekly updates as much as I have? I hope so. It seems to be that a lot of people are interested in seeing it anyway, so there we go. I was asked a question as well, as I was saying a bit earlier, about which one I would choose next. And I have to say, because obviously I still like looking and going, oh, I have got a top 3 selection. And I know some of my top 3s people are doing already. Because you know me, I like to be nosy. I like to ask what people are working on. And yeah, there's only one of my top 3 that I haven't heard anybody talk about yet. And I'm not going to give it away, because if I end up doing that one, then I want it to be a surprise. So there we go. I don't know if I should say the other 2 now that I've talked about it. Should I or should I not? Oh, no, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to, because if I end up buying one, I do want it to be a surprise for us. So sorry if that leaves you in suspense. I didn't mean to. I just don't want to spoil any future plans, you know. Okay, so this one, this is, oh, I love this word, the penultimate row. So after I've gone along this way, I'll only have one more row to do. Can you believe it? It's just, oh. So yes, I think, well, I don't know how much of this row I'll get completed now this week. So maybe 2 more weeks worth, maybe. So I have ordered the frame for her, and I thought, to be honest, I thought it'd be here by now. I've had to chase it, and I wanted to show a cheaper frame this time, because I did splurge for Libra. It was an expensive frame, that one. And I am well aware that people, you know, looking for more cost-effective ways of framing. Now, when I first started this canvas, way back when, you may remember that I talked about I was going to do a different, very cheap way of framing the picture, and then I added the washi tape on and it stained the canvas, so I've had to shelve that idea. But I have bought a frame for this on eBay. So I will reveal that once I've finished the canvas and you can see what I've got. So yeah, there's been a few changes throughout this picture. I've also already chosen a hanging space for her, you know, because doing these big projects, it's like, okay, well, once it's finished, where are we going to put it? And I don't want to waste my diamond paintings, especially these, you know, these are special ones, aren't they? So I do like to hang them on my wall rather than just keep them. So the Libra I've hung in my hallway. Oh, you'll never guess where Lumina's ended up. Lumina, with her eyes that watch everything, has ended up in the bedroom. And that's because I have like a clothing unit with a television on, and I have already had a different black frame picture that isn't a diamond painting, and I thought I'm just going to remove that one because it's got a few holes in the diamond, which I don't want in. I'll show you. Can you see there? I hope that's just got, oh, where are we? I hope you can see it. It's just got some nibbles out of it, so I'm discarding that one. Oh, and now the neighbour's banging. Okay. All right, well, I'm sorry if you get disrupted with banging. I can't help it, but anyway, let's continue. Yes. What was I saying? Oh, yes, about in the bedroom. So, yeah, I've got a unit with the TV on, and it's sort of like a dark, very, very, very dark brown unit. And I thought, you know, these two pictures would look really lovely either side of the television. When I'm editing, I might put a photo in so that you can see what I mean. So, yeah, she's ended up in the bedroom with her all-seeing eyes. But anyway, to be honest, it hasn't stopped me sleeping. We've got blackout curtains in there, so once it's dark, she doesn't illuminate or do anything scary. Oh, dear me. So, anyway, I still think it's the best place for her. So what do you guys, when you put them up on the wall, do you tend to change them about, or do you leave them where they are? You know, do you swap around and have a change up? I think with the Libra one, it was such a big picture to frame. I will put a photo of that on as well if you want me to, but she's such a big picture, I don't think I would swap her about. It's kind of like she's installed. Gosh, my neighbours are loud because they're changing something to do with the drains out there, so he's had to come into my garden to do it. So I hope it's not too noisy for you. So, sorry, it's really putting me off. I'm trying to... Oh, I'm being a really nosy neighbour. Trying to hear what they're saying. Right. Let me refocus. So, as you're watching me fill in this, you probably can see how often I'm having to change the colours. We've got quite a few of these arrows down. But there are also lots of one-off bits of colour. And this bit it's not quite the right-hand corner. You might be able to see that this is the bottom of the gramophone box here. So they are quite dark colours. It's kind of giving you a little bit of a heads up on the update, isn't it? Like a sneaky peek. Although I suppose not seeing the big picture means that you'll hopefully still watch the update anyway to see it all. Please do. Okay, I think that's it for those. So next we're going on to a circle with a line through, which is here. So yes, going back to the Advent calendar, are you now working on Christmas projects? Have you finished any? There we go. I know I've got a lot of American viewers and I don't really know a lot about Thanksgiving. do you get Christmas decorations out for Thanksgiving? Or, because you have turkey dinners, don't you? So I'm just wondering, do you get it all decked out, or does the Christmas decorating come later for Christmas? Please let me know. I've not really thought about that before, whether, because it seems still quite early, even though I've done the whole advent calendar. It does seem early to be talking about, you know, the big C. Oh, that's Christmas, by the way. just to make sure that you know that what I'm referring to. Yeah, because I must admit, I don't get my Christmas decorations out until, well, my son's birthday is in December, so we definitely have to wait for after then anyway. So I don't tend to get it out until probably the weekend before Christmas is when I do mine. And apart from trying to get craft things ready in time and things like that, I don't go overboard on Christmas until very close to it. And then I get all a bit giddy, as you can imagine, and really enjoy Christmas. But the whole run up to it, you know, I'm not one to put my decorations up on the 1st of December, which is great when you're crafting because it just gives you a little bit of extra time. So, yeah, my mind's going to, if you have to get all your Christmas decorations up ready for Thanksgiving, then it sort of shortens the year a bit, doesn't it? Or does it not work like that? Do you have family round and you have a big dinner? Because I guess you don't give gifts, do you, for Thanksgiving? It's more... Maybe I should have looked into it before starting to talk about it. But it's more giving thanks, isn't it? Not giving gifts. That's how I presume it is anyway. Please do let me know. Oh dear. Because pumpkin pie is Thanksgiving, isn't it? That's not Halloween, even though you're using pumpkins for Halloween. So do you make pumpkin pie from the leftovers of the pumpkin? How does that work? You know, because that's quite a long time, isn't it? From 31st of October to mid-end November. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know, please. I like to know these things. Just doing this little flower symbol here. Right. See, there's quite a few dotted around. I'm just trying to catch them all. Okay, here comes my son, who's working upstairs, working remotely at the moment. You can sneak in, Ben, you're okay. So, right, I think I've got them all now. Oh, well, we can always come back to them if not. Right, next one is a disc shape. Like the old computer floppy disks. Do you remember those? I do, from when I was first working in a very big international company. And you'd be given these discs and it would be like, this disc is corrupt. And I'd be like, oh, ugh, used to drive you mad. Because you had to format them, didn't you? That's right. Oh my goodness me. Oh, am I showing my age? You used to have to format these discs and then, oh. When you think how much technology has come on, it's incredible, incredibly fast. What you can even do on your phones now, I mean, you know, you're no longer tied to the hallway with a phone on a wire, are you? You know, you can even do your banking on your phone. Everything is on a phone. Amazing. In fact, you're probably watching this on your phone. Just incredible. Now, with this moon, this one here, I can already see there's only one of these. So again, I'm just opening my pot and pulling one out. That's why I love these little pots. They're really good for that. I've got like a plug sign here now, but there's quite a few of those, so I'm going to tip them into the tray. So, going back to the advent calendar, there may well be a surprise, I have to say, because we've had 24 windows, but there may be, like I say, a little surprise to end it. I'm not saying any more than that. So keep your eyes open. Ben, are you making a cup of tea? Yeah. Ooh, could I have one, please? Because mine's cold.
Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Is the audio going to be on now?
Yeah. Thank you.
It's not cold.
It is cold. So, were you just checking the audio was on before you said something horrible?
I don't want to stop you getting monetised.
Yes. Oh dear. Right. The joys of working from home, eh? All right. Oh, little cute camera sign next. I really like this one. Look, the little cute camera. I think, you know, ever since I said there was lots of confetti in this picture, there's been quite a few gluts of symbols, so there we are. So we've gone from quite dark into fairly pale. I can't remember on the picture what this is now that we're going into, because it was the morning glories, wasn't it, on the side? Maybe this is another flower, I'm not sure. There's so much in the picture that I can't quite remember what's coming up. All right, so next colour is going to be a little microphone. Any more? Oh yes, quite a few in the middle here. I'm hoping that this diamond pen is helping you see a bit better during the whip and chat. I do like this pen. It's just when I'm working myself without having the camera in front of me. I find the other one a bit quicker. Have you made my drink?
Wasn't enough water, so I boiled the kettle for you to finish it off on your own.
Oh, so I have to make my own. Okay, well thank you anyway.
I can't stand that, I'm at work.
Okay, fine. So hopefully you can still hear me over the kettle. Oh dear me. Remember the days when I did WIP and chats and there was absolutely no disruption whatsoever? Today we've had neighbours, we've had kettles talking. Yes, so as I talked about the advent calendar, I think I was. I don't want to give too much away, that's the problem, but I have to say I was expecting it to finish at number 24 and then a late arrival arrived, let's put it like that. So if you're missing the advent calendar each day, then keep your eyes on the lookout. And oh no, that's a double one. Sorry, I'm just removing this one because they are stuck together and it's leaving a big gap in between them. So I'll just take that off, discard them. There we are. So I think there's going to be an unboxing and something else. Just so that you know. It's exciting. Right, going to do this little attaché case or briefcase, whichever you call it. So now the kettle is boiled and he's up to go back upstairs to work, so never mind. I'll get a cup of tea when I'm finished. To be honest, don't tell him, but he makes tea like chicken soup, whereas I like it really strong. So, I don't mind really. Okay. Next we're going to do J. By the way, another thing is, have you been to the community page yet on my channel? I was absolutely gobsmacked when I got a message from YouTube to say, because I'd hit 500 subscribers, and thank you very much for that, people. So lovely, that they'd opened my community tab. So that was so exciting. I've put a couple of posts on there so far, so do go there. I'm not sure if you get notifications for that. Anyway, so I did a sort of, oh, we've got a community tab. And I've also put on a little post about drills and chills. So if you don't get notified about any posts I put on there, then just do keep checking, because I'm going to do like interlude type messages on there, things that I'm not doing sort of videos for as such. And I'm hoping that it'll really open the door for people being able to share what they're doing as well. You know, I don't know for certain whether people can post pictures on. I really, really hope that you can, because I want to see your WIPs as well. I want to see the projects that you're doing. And if that's the case, that would be the perfect place to do it. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we can do that. But I also noticed that not only can I can post videos, I can post pictures, I can also do like surveys. I thought that might be quite fun to run a survey one day. So yeah, go and have a look. I don't know how it works on mobiles, but I think you have to go to my channel and then choose the community tab from there. I don't know. Anyway, see if you can find it. So I think they used to do the community tab when you got 1,000 subscribers, so they've changed it, which is nice. I think it's great, you know, that they're doing things for people with less subscribers, because some of us may never get to 1,000 subscribers, and yet, you know, we're interacting and doing videos and things like that for, you know, like me, just because I like it and I like to interact with other people. I've not got aims to have 1 million subscribers or anything like that. But yeah, if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, you can tend to be a bit ignored, really, which is a shame, because there's a lot of people out there doing great things. So there we are. Z symbol next. Okay. You know, when I'm sat here diamond painting without filming, I have the radio on and I'm singing along and jigging about. And of course I can't do that when I'm recording because of copyright issues. So I don't often sit here in pure silence. What do you do when you're diamond painting? Do you watch telly? Do you watch YouTube? Well, maybe you're doing I'm hoping that you're doing your diamond painting alongside and watching YouTube. I hope that's the case. Oh, got this symbol next, which is like a Pac-Man, the wrong way around. And there's quite a few of these ones. But you know, do you listen to the radio? What do you do normally when you're diamond painting? And I've started another little kit on an evening because, again, being in the conservatory, it gets dark early on. Hence why I did a night view of this project last week. So, yeah, it gets dark, so I can't be in here diamond painting. So I started one on my knee in the lounge as I'm watching telly after tea. And it's quite, I mean, it is a little one. I will be showing you that because it's one of them from the advent calendar. So I will show you the finish of that one. And it's really great to be able to sit there with the family, watch telly and do some diamond painting at the same time. And I just have mine on a tray. So perhaps I should show a bit of that as well. But anyway, So instead of having a table, I literally just have a flat tray, sit and do it like that. So maybe you're not sat at a table, maybe you're sat in the lounge, or I think we find our own way of doing things, don't we? I know, being on the Facebook groups, I've seen photos of people with, you know, like architect type tables that tilt. They look really good. My desk in the spare room, which is kind of like my craft room, is just one that pulls down, so it's a bit like a modern bureau, if you imagine. It looks like a sideboard, and then you pull the desk down, so it's a flat desk. That's what I have in there. It's a nice space, so I will enjoy doing things in there once this one's finished. Right, I've got a little signpost, and actually I don't have a lot of them in here, so I'm just going to get my spares and have a look. Excuse the crickling. I won't talk for a minute, and then when I edit I can turn the volume down so you don't have that in your ears. Right, 646. I don't know if you've noticed, I do that on the unboxings as well. When I'm opening up the diamond packets, I tend to turn the volume down, because I'm aware that if you're wearing headphones, you don't want to hear the noise of the plastic. It can be quite loud sometimes. Right, just little signposts. There's quite a few of those as well. I feel like now I've said about confetti that this section is just proving me completely wrong. Typical. So tell me, did you get any of the advent calendar kits? Did you enjoy them? Did you just enjoy watching for the sake of watching? I'd love to know. I did try and get a good selection of kits, and I did want to have it fairly accessible for everybody. So that's why I chose mainly Amazon and eBay. I did get some from Fancels as well, but I didn't want to get too obscure places because some people might not have been able to get hold of them. Sorry, I'm just putting that back in the packet. Don't want it to go missing. Okay, so we're going to do these little clouds. It's like a little sun ray peeping out from the cloud. It's a really bright sunny morning here in the UK. It's really cold, and there was a frost on the floor this morning. Not the floor of the house, the floor outside. The ground, should I say. I do have the heating on. Anyway, yeah, but it's a beautiful, beautiful morning. And early on in the morning, the sun comes up over the house roof and casts like a pink glow on a silver birch tree outside. And then with the blue sky in the background, and I could also see the moon in the distance as well over the hedge. And it was just stunning. And there were little blue tits flittering about in the tree. Oh, it was lovely, really nice. I took a picture as well, so I might pop that on so you can see. You can see what I mean. It's nice to have some blue sky. But yes, deceiving when you take the dog out and he's like, oh, it is actually really, really cold. I've ordered some gloves, some thermal gloves, because my hands got so cold. That's for dog walking though, not diamond painting. I did consider getting fingerless gloves for doing my diamond painting and thought, no, that is so silly. Might do though. Might get to that point if this picture doesn't get finished in the next couple of weeks. By the way, I'm doing a really cute little symbol now. I didn't show you this one. It's a little telephone, like an old-fashioned telephone. Talking about being in the hallway with the whirly wire. Oh, do you remember that, when you were sat in the hallway trying to speak to your friends privately and you knew that your mum was on the other side of the door listening? You used to stretch that wire as far as it would go. Oh, dear me. Luckily, because they're doing this work next door, luckily Monty's gone to work with my husband today, so at least he's not here. Otherwise, oh my goodness, I think he'd be going absolutely bonkers. Trying to say hello and stuff, but yes. So at least we don't have that going on as well today, guys. Any more little telephones? Oh yes, some down here. Right. Little apple. Do you know, I can't remember if I've said about taking the advent calendar kits that I got to school. Have I talked about that already? I can't remember. If I have, I'm sorry. But yes, I've done a little video where I dropped off the kits to school for after school club. Now the leader there, she does diamond painting, so it's great. I didn't have to explain too much to her about what they do, etc., which was lucky because she wasn't available when I dropped them off. So I've had a chat with her since, and she's hoping to take some photos of me, of them set out ready at the club. Of course, we're not able to show any of the children on the photos, so I'm hoping to get those from her and show you the video of them being taken to school. Whether that's put just on the community page, I'm not sure yet. So yeah, another reason to keep your eyes out there. Oh, I just can imagine just how excited the children are going to be. I might have to say to her, can I come when you're doing it for the first time, so I can see, so I can see what they're like and if they love it. so great to get children involved in crafting at an early age. They're just naturally gifted, are children, at crafts. I think it's because they don't put any, you know, they don't care what it looks like in the end to some degree. They're just very gung-ho with crafting, and their creative thing can then happen. Whereas when you get to adulthood, you kind of have an outcome in your head, which can sort of curb creativity, I think. 2 little feet. And I am the same as that. If I start something, I sort of have an idea of what I want it to look like. You know, I've been known to sit in front of paper wanting to create something and just not knowing where to start with it. It can be quite daunting, can't it? Especially if you're painting, having that blank piece of paper in front of you, and people say to just start with like a background wash to get going. Obviously with diamond painting, you know, it's an easy start because you lift it up and you can start anywhere that you choose to. So I think that's one of the joys of diamond painting. It takes that out of it, and you can just, you can let your mind drift with it. I think that's why it's good for anxiety, because there's no overthinking involved. And I am an overthinker. I think and think and think and think myself out of things. So, you know, it can stop creativity by doing that. So children just, you know, they just really get into it. Little tap symbol now, that's cute. You know, they splodge paint around and just whatever it looks like, it looks like. It's so great. I remember when Ben was little, my son Ben, and he had paints, and one day he was splashing about with it, just really enjoying himself, was only doing a picture with green. It was the only colour he was using. And anyway, at the end, it's sort of done like mark making, you call it, when they're making marks. So by the end of it, it sort of looked like a green, I'm going to say splodge, but that doesn't sound very creative, does it? But anyway, it kind of was a splodge. So I said to him, "Oh, that is so lovely. What is it? Is it grass?" And he just sort of looked at me deadpan and said, "No, Mummy, it's green." And I'll always remember that, because I thought, yeah, silly me, it's just green. Didn't have to be anything. I loved that. Oh, I learnt a lot from that. Ah, dear. Okay, so oops. I wonder what this is. I'm intrigued now. But this happens when I do this picture. I'm sat diamond painting and thinking, not sure what that bit is. And then stand back and like, oh my goodness. So maybe it's just background. I'm not quite sure. I think I'll be having a look at the picture when I'm finished this little bit. So next we're doing these 2 interlocked squares. So when I end up in my craft room, I may well do some other crafts as well as the diamond painting. So you may well see, we'll see, because like I say, you know, my head runs along one path, and then I forget that actually crafting is time consuming. But I am thinking of going back to some of the things I used to do as well. So I might end up putting on videos of different crafts. We'll see, we'll see. Right, I'm not going to do this symbol because I'll have to go looking for the colour because I've not got much of those left. I'll do this one and then I may well finish because, oh, my goodness, it's been nearly an hour. God, that's gone so quickly. Yep, just 2 of those. So we'll go to the letter P. So I think by seeing this, you can see that these diamonds, a couple of them have problems now and again, but they're mostly really good. I can see there, can you see that one? Just has a little sort of corner extra bit, so I discard those ones and just use the ones that I can see have no problems. Sometimes I put them in a tray like this so that I can see how well they sit together, because as you can see from the canvas, the Diamond Painting Deutschland diamonds sit very snug together. So, you know, that I do that sometimes as well to make sure that they'll sit closely. That's a bit of a tip there, because I've realised I haven't really given many tips this video. Right. So can you see here, this is the edge of the box for the gramophone. We'll do these symbols, which is that one here. And then I may well finish up. So as I said right at the beginning of the video, I really, really do appreciate you all, and I really love hearing about what you're working on and what you're up to. So do keep commenting, please. I hope that you are enjoying the videos that I'm doing at the moment, and I hope to keep it fresh and do different things as well. So do stay tuned. If you've got any suggestions and things, bearing in mind I am on a bit of a time constraint, but yeah, if you are interested in seeing things or you think I should be doing something, then let me know and I will try my best to do so, or answer any questions. I am always learning. I don't profess to be an expert. I feel like I am learning alongside you. So, but if I can help in any way, I will. Okay, I think I'll stop there. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sending you much love and light. Enjoy your own diamond painting, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.